You know what? I can't believe I'm stuck with someone who looks like that. Look at yourself in the mirror sometime.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me perfectly. Do you see how the other wives look at company events? They're elegant, sophisticated, beautiful. And then there's you, weighing what, 200 pounds now?
Derek, how can you speak to me like this? I'm your wife.
Wife. More like an embarrassment. The board members whisper behind my back about how the CEO of Harrison Industries married beneath him.
I've supported you through everything. When you had nothing, I was there.
That was before I became successful. Now I need someone who matches my status, not someone who makes me look like I have poor judgment.
You're being cruel beyond belief.
I'm being honest. Maybe it's time you faced reality instead of living in your fantasy world where looks don't matter.
Sir, your 2 p.m. meeting with the investors is ready.
Finally, some people worth my time, unlike some others in this house.
Nina, has he always spoken about me this way in front of the staff? Ma'am, I shouldn't say anything. Please, I need to know the truth. He's made several comments about your appearance to visitors. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Nina, don't fill her head with nonsense. She knows exactly what the situation is.
The situation? What situation exactly?
The situation where I'm a successful CEO and you're holding me back from reaching my full potential socially.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. After 8 years of marriage, this is how you really feel?
I felt this way for quite some time. I just finally found the courage to say it out loud.
Courage? You call this courage? This is cowardice of the highest order.
Call it whatever you want. Facts are facts. Derek, buddy, I came by to grab those documents for tomorrow's presentation. Leonard, perfect timing. Maybe you can talk some sense into my wife about reality. What's going on here? The tension in this room is suffocating. I was just explaining to Vivian how important image is in our business world. Image? What do you mean exactly? Look at her, Leonard. Do you think someone like that belongs at high society business functions? Derek, that's your wife you're talking about. Show some respect. Respect? I show respect to people who earn it.
I've heard enough. I'm leaving this house tonight.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You have nowhere to go.
I'll figure something out. Anything is better than staying here and listening to this abuse.
Abuse? I'm just being honest about what I see.
What you see is someone who loved you unconditionally, but that's over now.
Don't be so dramatic. You'll be back by tomorrow morning. Derek, you're making a huge mistake here. Vivian is a good woman. Good women don't let themselves go the way she has.
Nina, could you help me pack a few things? Of course, ma'am. Right away.
This is ridiculous. You're overreacting to simple honesty.
Simple honesty? You called me ugly and embarrassing. That's not honesty. That's cruelty.
I call it like I see it. Derek, stop this madness right now. You're destroying your marriage over superficial nonsense. Superficial? Leonard, you of all people should understand how important appearances are in business. Business is one thing, but this is your wife we're talking about. Exactly my wife, and she reflects on me professionally.
I hope you're happy with your reflection now. Ma'am, I've packed your essentials. The car is ready whenever you are. Thank you, Nina. You've always been kind to me.
Nina, you're not paid to help with this drama.
With respect, sir, I'm paid to help the lady of the house, and she's still that until she says otherwise. Derek, I want you to remember this moment. Remember it well.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll understand eventually.
Goodbye.
You'll be back. You have nowhere else to go, remember? Derek, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. Mistake? I just freed myself from a burden. A burden? Vivian was the best thing that ever happened to you. The best thing? Look around, Leonard. I built this empire. I earned everything you see here. You built it with her support. She worked 2 jobs to put you through business school. That was years ago. I've evolved since then. Evolved? You've devolved into someone I barely recognize. I've become successful. Some people can't handle that transformation.
Sir, will you be dining alone tonight?
Obviously, and I prefer it that way.
Very well, sir.
I can't stay here and watch this. You become someone terrible, Derek. Terrible? I've become honest about what I want and deserve. What you deserve is to lose everything you've taken for granted. That will never happen. I'm too smart and too successful for that. We'll see about that. Nina, bring me some wine. I want to celebrate my newfound freedom.
Yes, sir, though I'm not sure this calls for celebration.
It absolutely does. I'm finally free to pursue someone worthy of my status.
If you say so, sir.
I do say so. Tomorrow I'll start meeting women who actually deserve to be with someone like me.
Sir, may I ask you something?
What is it?
Do you really think Mrs. Vivian was the problem, or could there be something else you're not seeing?
Nina, you're overstepping your boundaries. Bring the wine and keep your opinions to yourself.
Yes, sir. My apologies.
Good. I need staff who understand their place, just like I needed a wife who understood hers.
The wine, sir.
Perfect. Here's to new beginnings and better choices.
Will there be anything else tonight, sir?
No, I'm going to enjoy this peace and quiet. It's been too long since I had silence in this house.
Very well, sir. Good night.
Good night, Nina. And remember, if she calls here, tell her I'm not available.
Understood, sir.
Excellent. Tomorrow is going to be a much better day. Nina, where's my coffee? It's already 9 in the morning.
Good morning, sir. I was preparing it now.
I've been awake for an hour. This delay is unacceptable.
My apologies, sir. It won't happen again.
Make sure it doesn't. I have important meetings today.
Yes, sir. Will you be having breakfast?
Just the coffee. I'll grab something at the office.
Very well, sir.
Has she called?
No, sir. No calls from Mrs. Vivian.
Good. She's probably realizing how foolish she was to leave.
If you say so, sir.
I know so, Nina. She'll be back with her tail between her legs, begging for forgiveness.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Finally, I'm leaving for the office now. Derek, we need to talk about yesterday. There's nothing to discuss, Leonard. Everything is perfectly fine. Fine? You destroyed your marriage over something so petty. Petty? My reputation and image are not petty matters. Your reputation is about to get much worse if you don't fix this. How could it possibly get worse? I'm successful, wealthy, and now available. Available? You sound like you're talking about a business transaction. In many ways, marriage is a business transaction. That's the most cynical thing I've ever heard you say. It's realistic, not cynical. Call Vivian and apologize before it's too late. Apologize? For what? For being honest about what I observed? For being cruel to someone who loved you? Love isn't enough in the real world, Leonard. You need compatibility and appropriate social standing. You're going to regret this decision. The only thing I regret is waiting so long to address the problem. The problem was never Vivian. The problem is your attitude. My attitude built a multi-million-dollar company. Your attitude just cost you the most important relationship in your life. I'll find someone better, someone more suitable. Better than Vivian? Good luck with that impossible task. Watch me, Leonard. Within 6 months, I'll be with someone who actually enhances my image. And what if she comes back transformed? What if she becomes everything you claimed you wanted? That's never going to happen. People don't change that dramatically. You might be surprised. I won't be surprised because I won't be thinking about her anymore. We'll see about that, Derek. Yes, we will. And I'll prove that I made the right decision. Nina, any messages while I was in meetings?
Several business calls, sir. Nothing personal.
Good. I told you she'd realize her mistake and move on.
Yes, sir.
I'm going out tonight. Don't wait up.
Very well, sir. Will you be dining out as well?
Yes, I have a dinner meeting with some potential business partners.
Understood, sir.
And Nina, if anyone asks about my personal life, tell them I'm newly single and available.
Sir, are you certain that's wise? It's only been 3 days.
3 days is more than enough time to move forward.
If you say so, sir.
I do say so. I'm ready to meet someone who deserves to be with a successful man.
Very well, sir.
I'll be home late. Don't leave any lights on for me.
Yes, sir.
And Nina, clean out her closet this week. Donate everything.
Sir, perhaps you should wait a bit longer before making such permanent decisions.
I made my decision, and it's final.
Understood, sir.
Good. I want no reminders of that chapter of my life.
Derek, darling, you look absolutely handsome tonight.
Thank you, Francine. You look stunning as always.
I must say, when Leonard told me you were newly available, I couldn't believe it.
Why couldn't you believe it?
Well, you always seemed so settled in your marriage.
Settled, yes. Happy, no. There's a significant difference.
I see. And what changed your perspective?
I realized I deserved better than what I had.
Better in what way?
Someone more sophisticated, more elegant, more suitable for my lifestyle.
That's quite honest of you.
I believe in honesty, especially when it comes to important matters.
And your wife didn't meet these standards?
Not even close. She was holding me back socially and professionally.
That must have been difficult for you.
It was, but I've rectified the situation now.
How bold of you to make such a decisive change.
Bold decisions are what separate successful people from ordinary ones.
I admire that philosophy.
I thought you might. You strike me as someone who appreciates ambition and success.
I do indeed. Ambition is very attractive.
Then we should get along perfectly.
I believe we will.
Shall we order dinner? I'd love to hear more about your art gallery business.
I'd be delighted to share. It's been quite a successful venture.
Success recognizes success, as they say.
How eloquently put.
I have a way with words when I'm inspired.
And what inspires you, Derek?
Beautiful, intelligent women who understand the finer things in life.
How charming.
I try to be charming when I'm in good company.
You certainly succeed at it.
This is turning out to be a perfect evening.
I couldn't agree more.
Nina, prepare the guest room. I might have company later this week.
Company, sir?
A lady friend. Someone much more appropriate than my previous situation.
I see, sir.
Her name is Francine, and she owns several art galleries downtown.
That sounds impressive, sir.
It is impressive. She's exactly the kind of woman I should have been with all along.
If you say so, sir.
I do say so. She appreciates success and understands what it means to maintain a certain image.
Very good, sir.
Make sure the good china is ready and the house looks immaculate.
Of course, sir. It always does.
Even more immaculate than usual, Nina. I want everything perfect.
Understood, sir.
This is what it feels like to be with someone on my level.
I'm sure it is, sir.
You don't sound convinced, Nina.
It's not my place to have opinions about your personal life, sir.
That's correct. It isn't.
Will there be anything else tonight, sir?
No, that's all. I'm going to call Francine and arrange our next meeting.
Very well, sir.
This is how my life should have always been. Francine, darling, I'm so glad you could come for dinner tonight.
Your home is absolutely magnificent, Derek.
Thank you. I worked very hard to create this environment.
It shows. Everything is so perfectly arranged and sophisticated.
I believe our surroundings should reflect our values and aspirations.
I completely agree. A person's home says so much about their character.
Exactly. That's why I needed someone in my life who would enhance rather than detract from this atmosphere.
That makes perfect sense to me.
I knew you would understand. You have excellent taste and refinement.
That's very kind of you to say.
It's simply the truth. You're exactly what I've been looking for.
And you're quite impressive yourself. Successful, ambitious, sophisticated.
We make a perfect match, don't we?
It certainly seems that way.
Nina, serve dinner now, please.
Right away, sir. Your staff seems very professional.
I insist on the highest standards in everything, including my household staff.
That's admirable. Attention to detail is so important.
It's essential for success in any endeavor.
Dinner is served, sir and madam.
Thank you, Nina. You may go now.
Yes, sir. The presentation is beautiful, Derek.
Only the best for someone special.
You certainly know how to treat a lady properly.
I've learned what truly matters in life.
And what's that?
Quality over quantity. Excellence over mediocrity.
Wise words from a wise man.
I've made some mistakes in the past, but I've corrected them now.
We all make mistakes. The important thing is learning from them.
Exactly. And I've learned what I truly deserve.
Which is?
Someone like you. Someone who understands success and appreciates the finer things.
Derek, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it, darling?
I received an interesting phone call today.
Oh, about what?
About your wife.
My ex-wife, you mean? And what about her?
Apparently, she's been quite busy since she left.
Busy? Doing what exactly?
According to my sources, she's lost over 60 pounds and looks absolutely stunning.
That's impossible. People don't change that quickly.
She's also been seen with some very influential people around town.
What kind of influential people?
Business owners, politicians, socialites. The kind of people you claim to want in your circle.
That doesn't make any sense. She doesn't know those kinds of people.
Apparently, she does now.
Who told you this nonsense?
It's not nonsense, Derek. I saw her myself at the governor's charity gala last night.
You saw her? That's impossible. She wasn't invited to that event.
She was not only invited, she was one of the honored guests.
Honored guests? For what?
For her charitable work and business acumen, from what I understand.
Business acumen? She doesn't have any business experience.
Apparently, she does now. She started some kind of successful consulting firm.
This is ridiculous. You must be mistaken.
I'm not mistaken, Derek. I spoke with her briefly.
You spoke with her? What did she say?
She was gracious and elegant. Nothing like the person you described to me.
She was probably putting on an act.
If it was an act, it was a very convincing one.
What exactly did she look like?
Stunning. Absolutely radiant. She was wearing a designer gown and looked like she belonged among the elite.
That's impossible. You must have confused her with someone else.
Derek, I've seen photos of your wife. It was definitely her, just transformed.
Transformed? People don't transform that dramatically in just a few weeks.
Apparently, they do when they're motivated enough.
Motivated by what?
Perhaps by the desire to prove something to someone who underestimated them.
Are you suggesting that she did this despite me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just telling you what I observed.
Well, it doesn't matter. I moved on, and so should she.
Derek, there's something else.
What now?
She was accompanied by someone.
Accompanied? By whom?
A very handsome, very successful businessman. They seemed quite close.
Close? What do you mean by close?
They appeared to be romantically involved.
That's preposterous. She just left me. She couldn't possibly be with someone else already.
People move on at different speeds, Derek.
She's probably using him for his money and connections.
Actually, from what I heard, she's quite wealthy now from her business ventures.
Wealthy? How is that possible?
Apparently, she's very talented at what she does.
I don't believe any of this.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't change the facts.
The facts according to whom?
According to everyone who was at that gala, Derek.
Everyone is probably exaggerating or gossiping.
I don't think so. The transformation seemed genuine.
Genuine or not, it doesn't affect me.
Doesn't it?
Of course not. I'm perfectly happy with my life now.
Are you, Derek?
What kind of question is that?
An honest one.
Of course I'm happy. I have everything I want.
Do you?
I have success, wealth, and now I have you.
About that, Derek.
What about it?
I'm not sure we're as compatible as we initially thought.
What do you mean? We're perfect together.
I thought so too, but hearing about your wife tonight has given me a different perspective.
What kind of perspective?
If you could treat someone who loved you the way you treated her, how would you treat me when the novelty wears off?
That's completely different. You're sophisticated and refined.
And if I gained weight or aged or became inconvenient in some way?
That would never happen with you.
How can you be so certain?
Because you understand what it takes to maintain standards.
Derek, I think I should leave.
Leave? But we haven't finished dinner.
I've lost my appetite.
This is all because of what you heard about my ex-wife?
It's because of what I learned about you.
What you learned about me? I've been nothing but honest with you.
Yes, you have. And that honesty has revealed more than you realize.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I know you don't, Derek. And that's exactly the problem.
Wait, don't leave like this.
Goodbye, Derek. I hope you figure out what really matters before it's too late.
Francine, wait. This is all a misunderstanding. Nina, did you hear what happened with Francine tonight?
I heard her leave rather abruptly, sir.
She got some ridiculous information about my ex-wife and let it affect her judgment.
What kind of information, sir?
Apparently, Vivian has lost weight and is socializing with influential people.
I see, sir.
You don't seem surprised by this news.
Should I be surprised, sir?
Of course you should be. Vivian never had any social connections or business sense.
If you say so, sir.
You disagree with me, don't you, Nina?
It's not my place to agree or disagree with you, sir.
But you have an opinion, and I want to hear it.
Sir, I don't think that's appropriate.
Nina, I'm ordering you to tell me what you think about this situation.
Very well, sir. Mrs. Vivian was always intelligent and capable. Perhaps she simply never had the opportunity to show it before.
Opportunity? I gave her every opportunity.
With respect, sir, you spent most of your time criticizing her rather than encouraging her.
I was trying to motivate her to improve herself.
Sir, there's a difference between motivation and humiliation.
Are you saying I humiliated her?
I'm saying that constant criticism rarely brings out the best in people.
She needed to face reality about her appearance and social skills.
Sir, Mrs. Vivian was always kind, intelligent, and supportive. Her appearance was the least important thing about her.
Appearance matters in my world, Nina.
Does it matter more than loyalty, love, and genuine support?
In business and social circles, yes, it does.
And how is that working out for you now, sir?
What do you mean by that?
Francine left because she saw what kind of man you really are.
I showed Francine exactly what kind of man I am. Successful and honest.
You showed her that you're willing to discard people when they become inconvenient.
That's not what happened.
Isn't it, sir?
Nina, you're overstepping your boundaries again.
Yes, sir. My apologies.
Just clean up from dinner and don't comment on my personal life anymore.
Very well, sir.
And Nina, I don't want to hear any more stories about my ex-wife's supposed transformation.
Understood, sir.
Good. I have work to do. Derek, I need to show you something. Leonard, I'm not in the mood for whatever this is about. Trust me, you need to see this. What is it? It's a magazine article about successful businesswomen in the city. And why would I be interested in that? Because Vivian is featured on the cover. That's impossible. Let me see that. Here you go. This can't be her. This woman is stunning and sophisticated. It's her or Derek. The article talks about her consulting business and charitable work. Consulting business? What consulting business? She's helping struggling businesses improve their operations and profitability. She doesn't know anything about business operations. Apparently, she knows quite a lot. Her success rate is impressive. This has to be some kind of mistake or exaggeration. Derek, read the article. It's all verified and documented. I don't need to read anything. I know what kind of person she was. Was Derek. Past tense. People change, especially when they're motivated. Motivated by what? By the desire to prove that they're worth more than someone gave them credit for. She's doing this to make me look bad. Or she's doing this because she finally believes in herself again. Again? She always believed in herself. No, Derek, you destroyed her self-confidence with your constant criticism and cruelty. I was being honest about what I observed. You were being unnecessarily harsh about superficial things. Superficial? Image and presentation are crucial in business. Is that what you told yourself to justify treating her so poorly? I didn't treat her poorly. I treated her honestly. Derek, there's a difference between honesty and cruelty. I'm not a cruel person, Leonard. Then explain to me how someone who loved you unconditionally deserved the treatment you gave her. She needed to understand the reality of our situation. The reality was that you had a loving, supportive wife who would have done anything for you. She was holding me back from reaching my full potential. How exactly was she holding you back? Socially, professionally, in every way that matters. Did she prevent you from doing business? Did she embarrass you in meetings? She embarrassed me by not fitting in with the social expectations of someone in my position. Social expectations, according to whom? According to everyone in our business and social circles. Or according to your own shallow standards. Leonard, you're being unfair to me. Am I? Because from where I'm standing, you threw away the best thing in your life for superficial reasons. The best thing? She was overweight and socially awkward. She was loyal and loving. Those qualities are rare and valuable. Loyalty and love aren't enough when you're trying to build an empire. What good is an empire if you're alone in it? I won't be alone. I'll find someone appropriate for my lifestyle. Like Francine? How did you know about Francine? She called me after she left your house the other night. She called you? Why? To tell me that she finally understood why Vivian left you. What did she say exactly? She said you revealed your true character and it wasn't attractive. That's ridiculous. I was nothing but charming and sophisticated with Francine. Being charming and sophisticated isn't the same as being a good person, Derek. I'm a good person. I'm successful, generous, and honest. You're successful, yes, but generous and honest? I'm not so sure anymore. How can you say that? I've been your friend for years. You've been my friend when it was convenient for you. That's not true. Derek, when was the last time you did something for someone else without expecting anything in return? I do things for people all the time. Business favors don't count. I'm talking about genuine kindness and generosity. I'm generous with my money and time. When it benefits you, yes. Leonard, you're being unfair and judgmental. I'm being honest, just like you claim to be. Fine, be honest. But don't expect me to agree with your assessment. I don't expect you to agree. I just hope you'll think about it. There's nothing to think about. I made the right decision for my life. Did you, Derek? Because from where I'm sitting, you look miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm focused on moving forward. Moving forward from what? From happiness? From love? From a situation that wasn't working for me. It wasn't working because you decided it wasn't working. It wasn't working because we were incompatible. You were incompatible because you chose to focus on the wrong things. I focused on what matters in the real world. And what matters to you, Derek? Success, achievement, excellence, appropriate social positioning. What about love, loyalty, companionship, emotional support? Those things are secondary to building a successful life. Are they, Derek? Because you seem pretty lonely to me. I'm not lonely. I'm selective. Keep telling yourself that. I will, because it's the truth. Derek, I have one more thing to show you. What now? It's an invitation. An invitation to what? To the Business Excellence Awards ceremony next month. So, I get invited to those events all the time. Look at the list of honorees. Why would I care about the other honorees? Just look at the list, Derek. Fine, let me see it. Notice anyone familiar? This can't be right. Vivian is listed as Businesswoman of the Year. It's right, Derek. She's being honored for her achievements in business consulting and charitable work. Businesswoman of the Year? That's impossible. It's not impossible. It's what happens when someone with talent and determination gets the chance to shine. She never had any business experience when she was with me. Maybe because you never encouraged her to pursue her interests and talents. I encouraged her to focus on our home and our marriage. You encouraged her to make herself smaller so you could feel bigger. That's not what happened. Derek, are you planning to attend this ceremony? Of course I'm attending. I'm always invited to these events. Then you'll see her there. So what if I do? It doesn't change anything. Doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I'll move on with my life. Have you really? Yes, I have. Completely. Then why do you look so unsettled right now? I don't look unsettled. I look surprised by this unexpected news. Derek, when you see her at that ceremony, what are you going to say? I'm going to congratulate her politely and move on. And if she's there with someone else, that's her business, not mine. And if she looks incredible and seems genuinely happy, then good for her. I want her to be happy. Do you really mean that? Of course I mean it. Just because our marriage didn't work doesn't mean I wish her ill. Our marriage didn't work because you destroyed it, Derek. I didn't destroy anything. I made an honest assessment of our incompatibility. You made a shallow judgment based on superficial criteria. Leonard, we've been over this already. Yes, and you still don't get it. There's nothing to get. I made a decision, and I'm standing by it. Even if it was the wrong decision, it wasn't the wrong decision. How can you be so certain? Because I know what's best for my life. Do you, Derek? Because your life seems pretty empty right now. My life is not empty. It's focused and purposeful. Focused on what? Making money? Climbing social ladders? Focused on building something meaningful and lasting. What's meaningful about success if you have no one to share it with? I'll find someone to share it with. Someone who meets your impossible standards? My standards aren't impossible. They're appropriate for someone in my position. Your standards eliminated the one person who truly loved you. She didn't truly love me if she couldn't support my ambitions and social needs. She supported your ambitions. She just didn't meet your shallow social requirements. They weren't shallow. They were realistic. Derek, I'm going to ask you one more question. What is it? If you could go back and handle things differently, would you? No, I would make the same decision again. Even knowing what you know now about her success and transformation, even knowing that, it doesn't change the fundamental incompatibility we had. The incompatibility was in your mind, Derek. The incompatibility was real and obvious to anyone who knew us. To anyone who judged relationships based on superficial criteria, maybe, Leonard, we're going in circles here. Yes, we are, because you refuse to admit that you might have been wrong. I wasn't wrong. I was practical and realistic. You were cruel and shallow. I was honest about what I observed and needed. And now you're alone while she's thriving. She's thriving temporarily. These things don't last. What they do last, Derek. They won't. She'll realize that her new lifestyle is unsustainable. And if she doesn't, she will. People don't change as dramatically as everyone is claiming she has. Derek, I'm done trying to convince you. Good, because there's nothing to convince me of. I just hope you don't regret this stubbornness someday. I won't regret anything. I made the right choice for my life. If you say so, Derek. I do say so, and I'm confident in my decision. Then I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. I appreciate your support, even if you don't understand my reasoning. I understand your reasoning, Derek. I just think it's wrong. We'll have to agree to disagree then. Yes, I suppose we will. Nina, I need you to prepare a formal outfit for the Business Excellence Awards next month.
Of course, sir. Will you be attending alone?
Yes, I'll be attending alone.
Very well, sir.
And Nina, if anyone asks about my personal life at the event, tell them I'm focused on my career right now.
Yes, sir.
I want to maintain a professional image throughout the evening.
Understood, sir.
This is an important networking opportunity for me.
I'm sure it will be, sir.
I need to make the right impression on potential business partners and clients.
You always do, sir.
That's true. I have a reputation for excellence and professionalism.
Yes, sir, you do.
This event will be another chance to reinforce that reputation.
I'm certain it will be, sir.
I expect everything to go smoothly and successfully.
I have no doubt it will, sir.
Good. I like to be prepared for these important occasions.
Your preparation is always thorough, sir.
It has to be. Success doesn't happen by accident.
No, sir, it doesn't.
I've worked too hard to build my reputation to leave anything to chance now.
Of course, sir.
This will be another step forward in my professional development.
I'm sure it will be a very successful evening for you, sir.
Thank you, Nina. Your confidence in me is appreciated.
You're welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this year's Business Excellence Awards ceremony.
This is exactly the kind of event where I belong.
Tonight we celebrate the achievements of our city's most innovative and successful business leaders.
I should be up there receiving an award myself.
Our first award tonight is for Outstanding Achievement in Business Consulting.
Business consulting. That's an interesting category.
This year's recipient has transformed dozens of struggling businesses into profitable enterprises.
Whoever it is probably had a team of experts helping them.
Please welcome this year's winner, Vivian Sterling.
That can't be right. Did they just say Vivian?
Thank you so much for this incredible honor.
Oh my God, that's actually her. But she looks completely different.
When I started my consulting business, I never imagined it would grow so quickly or impact so many lives.
She looks absolutely stunning. How is that possible?
I learned that sometimes the biggest transformations come from the most challenging experiences.
She sounds so confident and articulate.
I want to thank everyone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Is she talking about me? Is this some kind of indirect message?
And to those who doubted me, thank you for giving me the motivation to prove you wrong.
She's definitely talking about me now.
True success isn't about what others think of you. It's about what you accomplish when you finally believe in yourself.
I can't believe this is the same person I was married to.
Thank you again for this honor. I'm truly grateful. Let's give another round of applause for Vivian Sterling, everyone.
Everyone is applauding her like she's some kind of celebrity.
Our next award is for Businesswoman of the Year.
There's no way she's winning 2 awards in one night.
This year's recipient has not only built a successful consulting empire, but has also donated millions to charitable causes.
Million? How is she donating millions?
Please welcome back to the stage, Vivian Sterling.
She won both awards? How is that even possible?
I'm overwhelmed by this recognition tonight.
She really does look incredible. I barely recognize her.
Success means different things to different people.
Why is she looking in my direction?
For some, success is about accumulating wealth and status.
She's definitely looking at me now.
But for me, true success is about helping others and staying true to your values.
This feels like a personal attack, disguised as an acceptance speech.
I've learned that when people show you who they really are, believe them.
She's talking about our conversation that night.
And when they don't appreciate what they have, sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away.
Everyone in this room knows she's talking about me.
Thank you for teaching me that my worth isn't determined by someone else's opinion.
I need to get some air. This is becoming uncomfortable.
And thank you for showing me that I'm capable of so much more than I ever imagined.
I can't sit here and listen to this anymore. Derek, where are you going? I need some fresh air. This room is suffocating. You can't leave now. The ceremony isn't over. I've seen enough. You've seen Vivian's success, and you can't handle it. That's not what this is about. Then what is it about? It's about being ambushed with personal attacks, disguised as acceptance speeches. She didn't mention your name once. She didn't need to. Everyone knows what she was talking about. She was talking about overcoming adversity and finding her own strength. She was talking about me, and we both know it. Does it bother you that she's successful? It doesn't bother me at all. Good for her. Then why are you running away? I'm not running away. I'm choosing not to participate in this charade. What charade? This whole transformation narrative. It's obviously exaggerated for public consumption. Derek, look around. Everyone here knows her work and respects her achievements. Everyone here is caught up in a feel-good story. Or everyone here recognizes genuine success when they see it. Leonard, I'm leaving. Are you coming with me or staying?
I'm staying. I want to see what else she has to say.
Suit yourself. I've heard enough. Derek, you're making a mistake. The only mistake I made was coming here tonight. The mistake you're making is not congratulating her. Congratulating her for what? For putting on a show? For proving that she was always capable of greatness. She's capable of getting people's sympathy and attention. That's different from greatness. Derek, listen to yourself. I'm being realistic about what I'm observing. You're being petty and jealous.
Jealous? Of what?
Of her success, her transformation, her happiness. I'm not jealous of anything. I'm successful and happy myself. Are you? Because you look miserable right now. I look frustrated by this ridiculous spectacle. She looks genuinely happy and confident. She looks like she's putting on a performance. Derek, there's someone I want you to meet. I don't want to meet anyone right now, Leonard. This is Vincent. He's Vivian's business partner. It's a pleasure to meet you, Derek. I've heard so much about you. I'm sure you have. Vivian speaks very highly of your business acumen. She does? Oh yes. She says you taught her a great deal about what it takes to succeed in business. I suppose I did teach her a few things. She's incredibly grateful for the lessons you provided. What kind of lessons? About determination, resilience, and the importance of believing in yourself. I don't understand. She says that watching you build your company inspired her to pursue her own business dreams. That's interesting. And she mentioned that you showed her the importance of maintaining high standards. High standards, yes. That's something I've always believed in. She's applied those same high standards to her consulting work. Has she really? Absolutely. She's incredibly demanding when it comes to quality and results. I'm surprised to hear that. Why surprised? She learned from the best, didn't she? I suppose she did learn a few things from observing my approach to business. More than a few things, I'd say. She's one of the most driven people I've ever worked with. Driven? Relentlessly focused on excellence and success. Just like you, for what I understand. Yes, that does sound like my influence. She often says that her experience with you prepared her for the competitive world of business consulting. In what way? It taught her how to handle criticism, maintain her standards, and stay focused on her goals. I see. You should be proud of the role you played in her development. I never thought about it that way. Well, you should. She wouldn't be where she is today without the foundation you helped provide. That's a very generous way of looking at the situation. It's the truth, Derek. She's always given you credit for teaching her what it takes to succeed. She has. Many times. She speaks very respectfully about your business achievements. I had no idea she felt that way. Perhaps you should tell her how proud you are of what she's accomplished. Do you think she would want to hear from me? I think she'd appreciate knowing that you recognize her success. I do recognize it. I'm just surprised by how much she's achieved. She's worked incredibly hard to get where she is. I can see that now. Would you like me to introduce you to her properly? I don't know if that's appropriate. She's right over there talking to the mayor. I'm sure she'd be happy to see you. You really think so? I know so. She's always been gracious about the past. Gracious? She says that everything happens for a reason, and her experiences with you led her to discover her true potential. She really said that? Those exact words. I find that hard to believe. Why don't you ask her yourself? I'm not sure that's a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? She could tell me exactly what she thinks of me. And what if what she thinks of you is better than you expect? I doubt that's the case. You might be surprised. Vincent, thank you for the conversation, but I think I should probably leave. Don't leave without talking to her, Derek. You'll regret it. I'll regret it more if I stay. That's not true, and deep down you know it. What I know is that some situations are better left alone. This isn't one of those situations. How can you be so certain? Because I've worked with her for months, and I know what kind of person she is. What kind of person is she? Kind, forgiving, generous, and focused on moving forward rather than dwelling on the past. She's forgiving? Incredibly forgiving. She doesn't hold grudges or seek revenge. Even against people who hurt her? Especially against people who hurt her. She says that holding on to anger only hurts yourself. That does sound like something she would say. So why not take advantage of her generous spirit and congratulate her properly? Because I'm not sure I deserve her generous spirit. That's not for you to decide, Derek. That's for her to decide. You're probably right about that. I know I'm right. Go talk to her. All right, I'll talk to her. But if this goes poorly, I'm holding you responsible. If it goes poorly, I'll take full responsibility. But it won't go poorly. How can you be so confident? Because I know Vivian, and I know she's a better person than most people deserve. Including me? Especially you, Derek. Especially you. Vivian, could I have a word with you?
Derek, I wasn't sure you'd still be here.
I almost left, but I wanted to congratulate you on your awards tonight.
Thank you. That means more to me than you might realize.
I have to admit, I'm surprised by everything you've accomplished.
Surprised?
I mean, I'm impressed. Very impressed.
I appreciate you saying that.
Vincent told me that you credit me with helping prepare you for business success.
In a way, you did.
How so?
You taught me what it feels like when someone doesn't believe in you.
Oh,
And that taught me how important it is to believe in myself.
I see.
You also taught me what it feels like when someone judges you based on superficial things,
Vivian,
which taught me to judge people based on their character and actions instead.
I suppose I did teach you those things, though not intentionally.
The best lessons are often unintentional.
You look incredible tonight, by the way.
Thank you. I feel incredible.
I barely recognized you when you were on stage.
I barely recognize myself sometimes.
How did you manage such a dramatic transformation?
I learned to see myself the way people who care about me see me.
People like Vincent?
People like Vincent, yes. And others who appreciate me for who I really am.
I always appreciated you, Vivian.
No, Derek. You appreciated what I could do for you. There's a difference.
That's not true.
Isn't it? When was the last time you complimented me without mentioning how it benefited you?
I don't remember.
I do remember. It was 3 years ago when I made dinner for your business partners.
3 years ago.
You told me I looked nice, but only after someone complimented you on having such a gracious hostess.
I said you looked nice many times.
You said I looked nice when it reflected well on you. Otherwise, you criticized my appearance constantly.
I was trying to help you improve yourself.
No, Derek. You were trying to make me into someone else entirely.
Someone better suited to my lifestyle.
Someone who didn't exist. Someone who was a fantasy in your mind.
I wanted us to be a power couple.
You wanted a trophy wife. There's a difference.
A trophy wife? That's not what I wanted.
Then what did you want?
I wanted someone who could enhance my reputation and social standing.
That's exactly what a trophy wife is, Derek.
I wanted someone I could be proud of.
You could have been proud of me exactly as I was.
You weren't. You weren't what I needed you to be.
I wasn't what you wanted me to be, but I was always what you needed.
What do you mean?
I was loyal, supportive, loving, and dedicated to our marriage.
Those things are important, but
But they weren't enough for you because they weren't visible to other people.
image matters in business, Vivian.
Image matters, yes. But the image you were most concerned about was your own ego.
My ego? This wasn't about my ego.
Derek, everything you did was about your ego.
I built a successful company. That's not ego, that's achievement.
Building a successful company is an achievement. Tearing down your wife to make yourself feel bigger is ego.
I never tore you down.
You called me ugly and embarrassing in front of other people.
I was being honest about my observations.
You were being cruel to someone who loved you.
I thought honesty was important in a marriage.
Honesty is important. Cruelty disguised as honesty is destructive.
I never meant to be cruel.
But you were cruel, Derek. Repeatedly and systematically cruel.
I was trying to motivate you to improve yourself.
You were trying to destroy my self-confidence, so I wouldn't leave you.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. If I believed I was worthless, I would never think I deserved better treatment.
You weren't worthless.
But you made me feel worthless.
That wasn't my intention.
Your intentions don't matter, Derek. Your actions and their effects are what matter.
So you left me to prove a point?
I left you to save myself.
Save yourself from what?
From disappearing completely into your idea of who I should be.
I don't understand.
I was losing myself, Derek. I was becoming smaller and smaller until I almost didn't exist anymore.
You always existed. You were always there.
Physically, yes. But emotionally and mentally, I was dying.
Dying?
Every criticism, every insult, every dismissive comment was killing a little piece of who I really was.
I had no idea you felt that way.
Because you never asked how I felt. You only cared about how I looked and how that reflected on you.
I cared about you.
You cared about your idea of me. You never cared about the real me.
The real you?
The person standing in front of you right now. This is who I always was underneath all your criticism and control.
You seem like a completely different person.
I'm the same person. I just finally believe in myself again.
Because of Vincent?
Because of me, Derek. Because I finally remembered what I was capable of.
With Vincent's help?
with the help of people who saw my potential and encouraged me to pursue it.
And I never did that.
Never once.
I must have encouraged you sometimes.
You encouraged me to be quieter, smaller, less visible. That's not the same thing.
I thought I was helping you fit into my world.
Your world didn't require me to be smaller, Derek. Your insecurity did.
My insecurity?
You were threatened by the idea that I might be successful or confident or independent.
That's not true.
Then why did you constantly undermine my confidence and abilities?
I didn't undermine anything.
Derek, you told me I was too stupid to understand business.
I never said you were stupid.
You said I didn't have the intelligence or sophistication for the business world.
I said you didn't have experience in business.
You said I didn't have what it takes to succeed in business.
Because you didn't have any background or training in it.
But I had the intelligence and determination to learn, which is what I proved.
I suppose you did prove that.
I proved a lot of things, Derek. Things you said I was incapable of.
I'm sorry if I underestimated your potential.
You didn't underestimate my potential. You actively discouraged me from pursuing it.
I don't remember doing that.
When I wanted to take those business courses, what did you say?
I don't remember.
You said it was a waste of time and money because I didn't have what it takes.
Oh, I do remember that conversation.
And when I wanted to volunteer with that business mentorship program,
I said you should focus on our home and our marriage instead.
you said I should focus on losing weight and improving my appearance instead.
I thought those things were more important at the time.
More important than my personal growth and development?
More important than activities that would take time away from our relationship.
But they weren't taking time away from our relationship. They were making me a better, more confident person.
I couldn't see that then.
Because you didn't want to see it.
Maybe you're right about that.
I am right about it, Derek. And you know it.
I know I made mistakes.
You made choices. Deliberate choices to prioritize your image over my well-being.
I thought your well-being was connected to fitting into my lifestyle.
My well-being was connected to being accepted and appreciated for who I was.
I did appreciate you.
No, Derek. You appreciated what I did for you. You never appreciated who I was.
I loved you, Vivian.
You loved the idea of me. You loved having someone who would support your goals without question.
Isn't that what marriage is supposed to be?
Marriage is supposed to be mutual support and respect. What we had was one-sided.
I supported you.
How?
I provided for you financially.
Financial support isn't the same as emotional support or encouragement.
I encourage you to take care of yourself and our home.
You encouraged me to be what you wanted me to be. That's not encouragement, that's control.
I wasn't trying to control you.
But that's what you were doing, whether you intended to or not.
I just wanted us to be successful together.
You wanted you to be successful. I was supposed to be an accessory to your success.
That's a harsh way of putting it.
It's an accurate way of putting it.
Maybe I had to get too focused on appearances and social expectations.
You got so focused on those things that you forgot I was a real person with feelings and dreams.
I never forgot you were a real person.
You forgot I was a person who deserved respect and kindness.
I always treated you with respect.
Derek, calling someone ugly and embarrassing is not treating them with respect.
I said those things in a moment of frustration.
You said those things regularly. It wasn't a moment, it was a pattern.
I don't remember it being that frequent.
Because you weren't paying attention to how your words affected me.
Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention.
You weren't paying any attention to my feelings.
I thought you were stronger than that.
Stronger than what? Stronger than being hurt by cruel words from someone I loved?
I thought you could handle constructive criticism.
There was nothing constructive about calling me ugly and embarrassing.
You're right. Those words were harsh and unnecessary.
They were devastating, Derek. Absolutely devastating.
I had no idea they affected you so deeply.
Because you never bothered to find out how I was feeling.
I should have been more sensitive to your feelings.
You should have treated me like someone you loved instead of someone you were ashamed of.
I was never ashamed of you.
Then why did you constantly criticize my appearance and social skills?
Because I thought you could improve those things.
But did you ever think that maybe I was fine exactly as I was?
I wanted you to reach your full potential.
My full potential according to your standards, not my own.
Maybe I was imposing my standards on you unfairly.
You were definitely doing that.
I thought I was helping you become the best version of yourself.
The best version of myself was never going to be the version you wanted.
What do you mean?
The best version of me was always this person you see now. Confident, independent, successful, and happy.
You do seem genuinely happy.
I am genuinely happy, Derek. Happier than I've ever been.
Because of your business success?
Because I finally like who I am again.
Again?
I used to like myself before we got married. Somewhere along the way, you convinced me that who I was wasn't good enough.
I never meant to do that.
But you did do it. And it took me years to recover from the damage.
Years?
It's been 2 years since I left, Derek. It took me that long to rebuild my self-confidence.
2 years? I thought this transformation happened quickly.
The physical transformation happened quickly. The emotional healing took much longer.
I had no idea.
Of course you didn't. You never followed up to see how I was doing.
I thought it would be better to give you space.
You thought it would be easier to pretend I never existed.
That's not true.
When was the last time you wondered if I was okay?
I don't know.
The last time was probably the night I left, and only because you were angry that I had somewhere to go.
I was angry because I thought you were making a mistake.
The mistake would have been staying.
Maybe you're right about that.
I am right about that. Leaving was the best decision I ever made.
Even though it was painful.
It was painful at first, but staying would have been more painful in the long run.
Because you would have continued to feel worthless?
Because I would have eventually disappeared completely.
I would never have let that happen.
You were actively making it happen, Derek.
I was trying to help you improve yourself.
You were trying to erase who I was and replace me with someone else.
Someone better suited to my lifestyle.
Someone who didn't exist. Someone who was impossible for me to become.
Why impossible?
Because she wasn't me. She was your fantasy of what a perfect wife should be.
I thought you could become her.
I could never become her because she was never real.
She seemed real to me.
She seemed real because you needed her to be real to justify your behavior.
My behavior?
Your cruelty, your criticism, your constant demands for me to change.
I thought I was motivating you to reach your potential.
You were motivating me to hate myself.
I'm sorry, Vivian. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you for saying that.
Do you forgive me?
I forgave you a long time ago, Derek.
You did?
I had to forgive you for my own peace of mind.
But you still think I'm a terrible person.
I think you're a person who made terrible choices.
Is there a difference?
There's a huge difference. People can change if they want to.
Do you think I can change?
That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide.
I want to change, Vivian,
Why?
because I realize now that I lost the best thing that ever happened to me.
The best thing that ever happened to you was your success in business.
No, the best thing was having you love me unconditionally.
But you didn't appreciate that love when you had it.
I was too focused on other things to appreciate what really mattered.
And what really matters?
Having someone who believes in you and supports you no matter what.
That's what I tried to give you.
And I threw it away for superficial nonsense.
You threw it away because you thought you deserved better.
I thought I deserved someone who looked better and fit in better socially.
And what do you think now?
I think I deserved exactly what I got. Nothing.
Derek, you don't deserve nothing.
Don't I? I was cruel to someone who loved me.
You made mistakes. That doesn't mean you deserve to be alone forever.
It feels like I do.
That feeling is probably guilt and regret.
It is guilt and regret.
Those are uncomfortable feelings, but they can also be motivating if you let them be.
Motivating toward what?
Toward becoming a better person.
Is it too late for me to become a better person?
It's never too late to become a better person, Derek.
Even after everything I've done?
Especially after everything you've done.
How do I start?
You start by taking responsibility for your actions and their consequences.
I take responsibility for hurting you and ruining our marriage.
That's a good first step.
What's the second step?
The second step is learning from your mistakes, so you don't repeat them.
How do I do that?
You examine why you made those choices and what was really driving your behavior.
My insecurity?
Your insecurity, your fear, your need to control other people to make yourself feel better.
I was afraid that if people saw you as you were, they would judge me negatively.
And what were you really afraid of?
I was afraid that I wasn't good enough on my own.
So you tried to make me into someone who would make you look good.
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
But the irony is that you already were good enough on your own.
Was I?
You built a successful company. You're intelligent and capable. You didn't need me to be different to validate your worth.
I couldn't see that then.
Because you were so focused on external validation that you forgot about internal worth.
Internal worth?
The worth that comes from being a good person, not from having impressive possessions or associates.
I lost sight of that completely.
But you can find it again if you want to.
I do want to find it again.
Then start treating people with kindness and respect, regardless of how they look or what they can do for you.
That sounds simple, but I think it might be harder than it sounds.
It is harder than it sounds, but it's worth the effort.
Will you help me?
Help you how?
Help me become a better person.
Derek, that's not my responsibility anymore.
I know it's not your responsibility. I'm asking if you'd be willing to help.
I can't be in your life in that way anymore.
Why not?
Because I've moved on and going backward wouldn't be healthy for either of us.
I understand.
But I do wish you well in your journey to become better.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Can I ask you one more question?
What is it?
Are you happy now? Really, truly happy?
I am Derek. I'm happier than I ever imagined I could be.
I'm glad to hear that.
Are you?
Yes, I am. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you for saying that.
I mean it. Despite everything, I want you to be happy.
I believe you do.
And I'm sorry it took me so long to realize what I had lost.
I'm sorry it took so much pain for both of us to get to this point.
Me too.
But maybe everything had to happen exactly as it did for us both to grow.
Maybe you're right.
I usually am.
You always were, even when I refused to see it.
Well, better late than never.
I suppose so.
I should get back to the reception now.
Of course. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you for listening, Derek.
It was the least I could do.
Take care of yourself.
You too, Vivian. You too. Nina, I think I need to make some serious changes in my life.
What kind of changes, sir?
Changes in how I treat people and what I prioritize.
That sounds like a wise decision, sir.
I've been thinking about everything that happened tonight.
The award ceremony must have been quite an experience.
It was humbling in ways I didn't expect.
How so, sir?
Seeing Vivian so successful and confident made me realize how wrong I was about everything.
Wrong about what specifically?
Wrong about her potential, wrong about what matters in life, wrong about how I treated her.
It takes courage to admit when you've made mistakes, sir.
I don't know if it's courage or just finally facing reality.
Perhaps it's both, sir.
Nina, do you think people can really change?
I believe anyone can change if they truly want to, sir.
I want to change. I want to become someone who deserves the kind of loyalty and love she gave me.
That's a noble goal, sir.
Even if it's too late to fix things with her?
Especially if it's too late, sir. That means you're changing for the right reasons.
What are the right reasons?
Changing because you want to be a better person, not because you want something from someone else.
I do want to be a better person.
Then that's where you should focus your energy, sir.
How do I start?
Perhaps by treating everyone with the same respect and kindness you would want to receive.
Everyone, even people who can't do anything for me?
Especially those people, sir.
That's going to be a significant adjustment for me.
The most worthwhile changes usually are significant, sir.
You're right about that.
Would you like me to prepare some tea, sir? You seem like you have a lot to think about.
That would be nice, Nina. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
And Nina?
Yes, sir?
I owe you an apology.
For what, sir?
For all the times I was dismissive or rude to you.
Sir, you don't need to apologize to me.
Yes, I do. You've always been professional and kind, and I haven't always appreciated that.
Thank you for saying that, sir. It means more than you know.
From now on, I want to treat you with the respect you deserve.
I appreciate that very much, sir.
Good. That's the first step in becoming a better person.
I think Mrs. Vivian would be proud to hear you say that.
Do you really think so?
I know so, sir. She always believed in people's capacity to grow and change.
Even mine?
Especially yours, sir. She never stopped hoping you would find your way to being the man she knew you could be.
She never stopped hoping?
Never, sir. Even when she left, she said she hoped you would eventually understand what really matters in life.
And what really matters?
Love, kindness, and treating people with dignity regardless of their circumstances.
Those are the things I forgot about while pursuing success.
Success is important, sir, but not at the expense of your humanity.
I think I lost my humanity somewhere along the way.
You didn't lose it, sir. You just forgot where you put it.
And now I need to find it again.
Yes, sir. And I believe you will.
Thank you for believing in me, Nina.
You're welcome, sir. Everyone deserves a second chance to get things right.
Even someone who made as many mistakes as I did?
Especially someone who made mistakes, sir. That's what second chances are for.
I hope you're right.
I am right, sir. You just have to be patient with yourself while you figure out who you want to become.
Who I want to become is someone worthy of the love and respect I threw away.
Then that's who you'll become, sir.
I hope so, Nina. I really hope so. Derek, how did the rest of the evening go after I left? I talked to Vivian. You did? How did that go? It was enlightening and painful and necessary. What did you learn? I learned that I was wrong about almost everything. Wrong about what specifically? Wrong about her. Wrong about what matters. Wrong about how to treat people you love. That must have been difficult to hear. It was devastating, but I needed to hear it. What are you going to do now? I'm going to try to become a better person. That's a good goal, Derek. Is it possible? Do you think I can really change? I think anyone can change if they're willing to do the hard work. What kind of hard work? The work of examining your behavior, understanding your motivations, and making different choices going forward. That sounds overwhelming. It is overwhelming at first, but it gets easier as you develop new habits. What kind of new habits? Habits of kindness, empathy, and treating people with respect regardless of what they can do for you. I've never been good at those things. You can learn to be good at them. How can you be so confident about that? Because I've seen you be kind and empathetic when you wanted to be. When? When your mother was sick, you were incredibly caring and attentive. That was different. She was my mother. The capacity for caring is the same regardless of the relationship. I suppose you're right about that. I'm right about it. You just need to extend that caring to more people. Even people who aren't related to me or useful to me. Especially those people. That's going to be challenging for me. The most worthwhile changes are challenging. Everyone keeps telling me that. Because it's true, Derek. I want to be better. I want to be someone who deserves love and respect. Then you will be, as long as you keep working at it. Will you help me? How? By calling me out when I slip back into old patterns. I can do that, but only if you promise to listen when I do. I promise to listen. And I promise to be honest with you, even when it's uncomfortable. That's what I need right now. Honesty, even if it's uncomfortable. Then we have a deal. Thank you, Leonard. I'm grateful to have a friend who cares enough to help me become better. That's what real friends do, Derek. They help each other grow. I haven't been a very good friend to you either, have I? You've been a fair weather friend. Good when things were easy, not so good when things were challenging. I want to be a better friend too. That means being there for people when they need you, not just when it's convenient. I understand. It also means celebrating their successes without feeling threatened or jealous. Like I should have celebrated Vivian's transformation instead of feeling threatened by it. Exactly like that. I have a lot of work to do on myself. Yes, you do, but the fact that you recognize it is a good start. I just hope I can really change and not just talk about changing. That depends on how committed you are to doing the work. I'm committed. I have to be. The alternative is spending the rest of my life alone and miserable. Then you'll change, Derek. I believe that. Thank you for believing in me when I don't believe in myself. That's what friends are for. I'm going to try to be the kind of friend to you that you've been to me. I like that very much. And I'm going to try to be the kind of person that someone like Vivian could respect, even if she can never forgive me. She already forgives you, Derek. She told you that tonight. But she can never trust me again or want to be with me again. Probably not. But that doesn't mean your growth and change are meaningless. How so? They're meaningful because they make you a better person and make the world a little bit better place. I never thought about it that way. Change doesn't always result in getting what you want. Sometimes it just results in becoming who you're supposed to be. And who am I supposed to be? A kind, respectful, empathetic person who treats others with dignity. That sounds like a good person to be. It is a good person to be, Derek. Then that's who I'm going to become. I look forward to meeting that version of you. You will, Leonard. I promise you will. Vincent, could I speak with you for a moment? Of course, Derek. What can I do for you? I wanted to apologize for how I acted tonight when we first met. There's no need to apologize. You seem surprised by Vivian's success, which is understandable. It was more than surprise. I was defensive and dismissive. I didn't take it personally. You should have. You were trying to be kind, and I was rude. We all have moments when we're not at our best. This wasn't a moment for me. This was a pattern that I'm only now recognizing. Recognition is the first step toward change. Everyone keeps telling me that. Because it's true. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. I'm acknowledging a lot of things right now. Such as the fact that I treated Vivian terribly and drove away the best thing in my life. That must be painful to realize. It is, but it's also necessary. Why necessary? Because I need to understand what I did wrong, so I don't repeat those mistakes. With someone else, you mean? With anyone else. I don't want to hurt another person the way I hurt her. That's a noble goal. I don't know if it's noble. I think it's just basic human decency. Basic human decency isn't as common as it should be. I'm starting to realize that. Can I ask you something, Derek? Of course. What do you think was the root cause of your behavior toward Vivian? My insecurity and my need to control things to make myself feel better. That's very self-aware of you. It took me too long to become self-aware. But you did become self-aware, and that's what matters now. Is it too late to make amends? What kind of amends are you thinking about? I don't know. Something that shows her I understand what I did wrong. Derek, the best amends you can make is to become a better person. But that doesn't help her. Actually, it does help her. How? It validates her decision to leave and proves that her faith in people's capacity to change wasn't misplaced. I never thought about it that way. Vivian believes that everyone has the potential to grow and improve. Your transformation would prove she was right. What if I can't transform? What if I'm too set in my ways? Then you'll stay exactly as you are and nothing will change. That's a frightening prospect. It should be frightening. The prospect of staying the same when you know you need to change should terrify you. It does terrify me. Good. Fear can be motivating if you channel it properly. How do I channel it properly? Use it to push yourself to make different choices every day. Different choices in what way? Choices to be kinder, more respectful, more empathetic, more generous with your appreciation of others. That sounds simple, but I suspect it's actually very difficult. It is difficult at first, but like any skill, it gets easier with practice. How long does it take to really change? That depends on how committed you are to the process. I want to be completely committed. Then it will take as long as it takes, and you'll need to be patient with yourself. Patience isn't one of my strengths. Then developing patience will be part of your growth process. Everything about this is going to be challenging for me. The most worthwhile endeavors usually are challenging. Why does everyone keep saying that to me tonight? Because it's a truth you need to hear until you internalize it. I'm starting to internalize it. Good. That means you're already beginning to change. How can you tell? Because the Derek that Vivian described to me would never have apologized to me or asked for advice on becoming better. She described me to you? She mentioned that you were brilliant in business, but struggled with personal relationships. That's a diplomatic way of describing my failures. She's a diplomatic person. She doesn't speak ill of people, even people who have hurt her. That makes me feel even worse about how I treated her. It should, but it should also inspire you to become worthy of her generosity. I don't know if I can ever be worthy of her generosity. Not if you approach it that way. You need to believe change is possible. How do I develop that belief? You start making small changes and see that they're possible. Then you build on those successes. What kind of small changes? Treating service workers with respect, listening to people without judging them, expressing gratitude instead of criticism. Those do sound like small changes I could implement immediately. Exactly. Start there and work your way up to bigger transformations. Will you help me stay accountable? I don't think I'm the right person for that role. Why not? Because my loyalty is to Vivian, not to you. I understand that. But I will support your efforts to become better because that's what she would want. She would want me to become better? She wants everyone to become better. That's the kind of person she is. I threw away something precious, didn't I? You threw away someone precious. But that doesn't mean her impact on your life has to be meaningless. What do you mean? You can honor what she meant to you by becoming the kind of person who would have deserved her love. Even though it's too late to win her back? Especially because it's too late to win her back. That means your motivation is pure. Pure how? You're changing because you want to be better, not because you want something from her. I do want to be better. I want to be someone who adds value to other people's lives instead of taking value away. That's a beautiful goal, Derek. Thank you for encouraging me instead of writing me off as hopeless. Everyone deserves the chance to grow and change. Even someone who made as many mistakes as I have, especially someone who made mistakes. Mistakes are learning opportunities if you use them correctly. I want to use them correctly. Then you will, Derek. I believe that. Thank you for believing in me when I barely believe in myself. Belief in yourself will come as you see yourself making better choices. I hope you're right. I am right. Just be patient with the process. I'll try to be patient. That's all anyone can ask of you.